exactly kids. I'ma pass it to my nigga Yang.
Not exactly kids, but I'm still clowning though. This is our time, shawty, you already know. Open your ears, homie, as I let it flow.
Oh, Mitch. Wait, hold on.
Are you seriously going to be on your phone right now while you're talking to me? See, that's the problem with you people nowadays, man. These goddamn phones. Get off your phones when you're talking to people for once. I hate to start the show coming at people's throats, but shit, dude.
But welcome to the Not Exactly Kids podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jones.
I'm El Hajjotland.
And today we will be talking about technology.
Also known as episode 9. I got it right.
He just felt good because he finally figured out what episode we're on.
Exactly.
He finally got the hang of it now. He can name the platforms and he knows what episode we're on. Good for you. Mm-hmm. Good for you guys. The fuck out
Use a clap emoji. Or an app.
But yes, man, technology, man. The epitome of existence, bro.
It boomed too fast. Way too fast.
And just how it just takes over your life, bro.
Yeah, you don't even really think about it. It's to the point where it's like you're breathing with it. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know about you, but what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
I can't answer that on the podcast. I mean, the first thing I do when I wake up is piss, but among other things, but I can't answer that on the podcast.
Oh shit! What the fuck, dude? Well, for me, the first thing I do is I pick up my phone and then I check like social media. I don't know why, because I don't fucking like social media, which you guys know from before, but I just do it. And then I stop and I'm like, well, how the fuck am I doing this? I don't even need to do this, but it's just so ingrained into my body now. Yeah.
It's like you just can't help it. Like, but just think about it. Like for us growing up, it wasn't even like that. Like when we were I know for me growing up, like I wasn't really like involved in that much technology. Like, yeah, I use the computer now and then, but my mom and dad didn't really let me like play a lot of video games or like be too involved in it. Like they kept me involved in sports and just things to keep me active, so like I wasn't obsessed with it. Like, you know, I wasn't like I need it. Like now it's just like, you know, like you can't help it. Like every 5 seconds you're going like this. Even if there's nothing on your phone, you just turn it on.
You scroll, you're just trying to find new feeds. Like, bro, you scroll their shit like 12 different times. Nothing's new happening.
Yeah. And then just thinking about it, like, because in my opinion, I feel like our generation grew up with technology. Like, as technology really started to boom, that's when it was like around our time. Like, when we were like, I would say, like, even, I would say in like the early 2000s, that's when like technology.
Anybody who was born from like, I would probably say me. Can we count the 1990s or like?
I would say the 90s.
Okay,
I would say the
1990s to about like 2000, maybe 2001, maybe because YouTube didn't even drop yet. So you came out before YouTube.
But no, what I mean is like we grew up with it. Like when did I think the first computer, like whenever like the computers started to have color. That's like. When computers added color, that's when it really started like really like taking over, because that's when like even video games started like progressing even further. And it was just like, even though everybody would say the Nintendo was probably like the biggest thing, but no, I really feel like, you know, Dreamcast, PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah, because that's like the next level. That goes like the next level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those started really catching people's attention.
Nintendo was more like 80s. That's like your dad's late.
That's what I'm saying. Era, like, whatever, like that. You had, I had y'all fun, but now video games is really like, you know, now
because that's when you start to get a bit more of the motion people and everything like that. So they started taking it to a whole new level.
And then they had like other stuff, like you got the little wheel and with the Dreamcast, you had like the little wheel to play. Remember Crazy Taxi?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, the New York dude. That was a fucked up game, but it was fun because you literally just roll around New York City.
Just pick people up.
Yeah, and you crash into people. People died too. They didn't put it in the game, but I know they died. I be running motherfuckers over.
Then it was like Grand Theft Auto, different stuff like that. Cell phones. It was because you had the Boost Mobile first, and then I mean everybody had that Boost Mobile shit growing up. The
bleeps. Where you at? I didn't even call them Boost Mobile. I call them bleeps because it wasn't just Boost Mobile that had them. You had the Nextels. Yeah. You had some of the Motorola's. They were just called bleeps.
You wasn't. It was like you wasn't legit unless you had the Boost Mobile. Because it was just like, well, who uses this other shit? Like, why the fuck? It's like Sidekicks. Remember Sidekicks?
Yeah.
Remember how Sidekicks was? And then there was just, in all honesty, I would keep it a being with you. I feel like technology for us opened the gates to theft.
You mean like people stealing shit?
Yeah. like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, to me personally, I feel like theft really started taking off once technology really started booming. Because think about it, if like you would still not me per se, but people would
Cover your
still
tracks, cover your tracks.
right. Like if you were at the Y and you were playing ball and then somebody just left their headphones just lying around and you looked at them. It wasn't like you was just gonna let them shits just sit there.
Nope.
You was gonna put them shits in your pocket. You was not just gonna let that shit just rock. If you seen a phone sitting there, just sitting there, it's not like people was like, oh man, we gotta find out who phone this was. Nah, bro, you just got. You just got. Especially if it was like the newer version of the shit, and then that's when all you had to do was take the SIM card out and just put a new SIM card in, and that was
that's
now
how
your
I
phone.
felt with the sidekicks. The sidekick era was a dangerous era. It's the fucking Wild Wild West. I never got a sidekick. Parents wouldn't buy me one. But Wade had like 3. Each one was stolen. Every single one of them.
But I'm saying it
was stolen.
It was. Then I remember like it was the same thing. Like even when the PSP came out, those was like if you left that shit lying around,
It's a hot commodity. You will be robbed.
yeah. Like I remember somebody stole my Game Boy Advance when I had that.
They stole the Advance.
Yeah.
What?
It was my neighbors.
Damn. What?
Yeah. Niggas live right upstairs. Like, but nigga, we know you took that shit.
Damn, bro. That was a fun little fucking game.
But I'm saying, like, you see, it was just like easy access. Like, nobody was coming to your house and going to steal your Nintendo 64.
Hell no.
Because, nigga, I'm going to see you walk out with it.
You gotta grab the long ass cord that goes with it.
You gotta sit there around this shit.
The yellow and the red wire. That's all in the back of the TV.
The remote control, you gotta wrap that up too.
It's gonna take you a while to wind that shit up. It's
So
too
it was
much.
just like I feel like once they became pocket size, it was easy to like take it from. That's what I'm saying. Like this, like technology nowadays just opened the door to theft because it was like, you used to be scared to steal things, but then like the want of that phone was just like. And then niggas would be. Then you had the nigga be like, "Yo, anybody know where my phone at?" Damn, nah, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Shit, man.
I don't know what happened.
Then what was crazy was niggas was in cahoots with this shit too. Like, like I remember when this one kid at Maxon got his PSP stolen because he had left it in gym. Worst place to leave your shit is either in the gym locker room in middle school or just the gym period.
Worst place to leave your PSP. The fucking school itself. Don't come to school with this shit. It's an easy answer to that. Easy answer.
Yeah, because I think I had my phone stolen twice. But like I was saying with the PSP. So the dude left this PSP, right? It was me and 2 other people.
Mm-hmm.
We seen the PSP. I personally didn't steal it because, no.
You sure?
Seriously. Yeah,
You
probably.
seem like the cahoots type.
I was in the cahoots with the.
Okay,
with
the
it.
way the story
Not gonna
ran,
lie.
I'm like, you seem
I
like
was
you
in
were
cahoots.
scheming with the cahoots, man.
But we was all just looking at it like, did this nigga really just leave his shit sitting here? And then I remember my boy, he wanted it so bad because he didn't have one. That nigga just pocketed that nigga shit. And we just all left gym. And we was all playing with it. Like, it was our shit. Like, I felt bad, but then it was like, do I really want to tell? Nah, because I really want to play. I want my turn. Like,
Terrible.
Fuck, I'm a tap for it.
Terrible.
And then once it happens to you, then it's just like, damn, I feel that nigga pain, man. And then it was just like, niggas started getting like very like weird with it. Because I remember the one time I got my phone stolen. It fell out my pocket in school. I guess somebody picked it up. I told you the story, but somebody picked it up because I was running around the school. I don't know what I was chasing a girl. Girl was chasing me. One or the other.
Should have been in class, but okay.
I was going to class. I was running to go to class, but I was being chased at the same time. I was trying to get there faster. Somebody chasing you, get to class faster. Stay in school. But I dropped my phone, and I figured, I was like, oh, damn, man, dropped my phone. But I wasn't like too mad because I was like, I'll probably just get a new one anyway. But the point about it was, the nigga that stole my phone tried to give it back to me the next day after the shit was off. And in my head, it was like, so nigga, you mean to tell me if the phone was still on, you wasn't gonna get that shit back? I know you wasn't gonna get that shit back. If you could turn this bitch on, you was not gonna get that phone back. But because I had Sprint. Sprint's the only service that doesn't use the little SD cards.
The fuck did they use?
A battery.
What?
I'm so serious. They don't use SD cards. Like they literally just use a battery.
I didn't know that. I never had Sprint.
Yeah,
So-
Sprint you can't take out like an SD card like with T-Mobile and Verizon, AT&T, how you could just switch it out in and out. You can't do that with Sprint. I mean, they probably can now, but I know back then you couldn't. So it was just like if you had Sprint, this was your phone. Once this phone was off, there was no turning this bitch back on. So that's why to me Sprint was like the best service, not a sponsor, because I do not. No, I'm not saying I don't want to be sponsored by you guys, but I don't. Well, actually, T-Mobile owns you guys now, so. But
I don't want that shit.
I ain't talking about you. You don't have to have the same sponsor.
Sponsor this man. 'Cause I don't want your fucking technology.
Verizon too expensive.
But you know what's crazy, right? So since we grew up as like I would say we're probably one of the first generation to actually really start to ease into the whole technology thing, right? But before that, everything was like battery power. That was like a main big thing. And like as a kid, one of the main battery power things that you really had was the leapfrog. You remember
Oh,
leapfrog?
the little leapfrog shit.
Yeah. Like you had to like buy those things. Like
We're about to sound really old, by the way.
we're old souls here, but this is true. You used to have the leapfrogs, and that's how you like learn to do everything. Well, it's to the point now where the leapfrog. I saw a kid with a leapfrog tablet. I don't know if it was like an iPad and it had the leapfrog app, or it was literally just a straight up.
They have
it was a leapfrog.
tablets
Okay,
now,
so it was a
yeah.
leapfrog product tablet.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? And leapfrog wasn't not that fucking long ago. I saw this shit probably like maybe like 3-4 years ago. Leapfrog has to be at least a solid maybe 12 years, maybe like 13-year gap. But between those 13 years, that's how far technology really have come.
I mean, no, seriously, because you got to think about it like this. Some certain businesses, they have to grow with time. So a product like a Leapfrog product or the Leapfrog brand, they have to still make their money. So they had to, okay, well, if we're not going to just give them an app on a tablet, because then we're just, whoever make that tablet, they're getting all the money. So what we'll do is we'll invent our own tablet, still have the app. So that way we're making sure that we're monetizing ourselves, and we're going to make that money back. Which is, like I said, it just, technology helps businesses, but it also can kill businesses too. Because
Cripples.
there's
a
no
lot.
Toys R Us anymore.
No. Because you don't need to go.
Because nobody plays with toys. Like,
As we discussed in the last episode, nobody plays with toys anymore.
like I believe once you're over the age of 5, like not even 5, because I be seeing like 2-year-olds on tablets, know what the hell they doing, and it's just like, okay, you little motherfucker. Cause they know how to hook it up to the charger, take pictures, and do the whole 9. I sit here like, put it down. God damn it.
Because they get things way too early. Like I be seeing kids, they're like 3rd grade, whatever, and they have like a fucking cell phone. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, why? You're not better than me. Why you get to have a fucking cell phone? I didn't get a cell phone when I was in the fucking. Oh yeah, no, I'm coming for kids right now. You're not better than me, 3rd grader. How you get to get a freaking cell phone? I had to wait till I got to like the 6th grade. But on the opposite side of this, we live in a world where motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah,
Like if I had a kid, I'll get this fucker a cell phone. Like call daddy.
Crazy?
Call daddy.
I feel like it plays a part in it. Technology played a part in it, because now technology has gotten to the point now where now it's literally, your phone literally knows you. Like you can literally go on your phone and it goes by everything you've searched, everything you've looked at. It goes by that. So it's like your phone knows you. Like even if you go on Instagram right now and you see an ad, that ad is going to be something you searched up on your phone. Like if that was something you searched on the website, an ad is going to pop up.
I'm glad you went to that one, because I was talking to my dad about this shit before, because it's this documentary on Netflix, bro, and I forgot the name of it.
Not a sponsor.
But not a sponsor. But it was pretty much just about that whole algorithm, whatever that Facebook and shit be using. Like whatever you look for on Facebook or somewhere else like that, it pops up on your feeds. Like, hey, I was looking at some sneakers or whatever. Next thing you know, you go to like Facebook and check your messages or whatever, and that's just right there. It's like they fucking follow you. They're like tracking your every single fucking move.
But you know what's crazy? When you sign up for your Apple iPhone, they get your permission to do that. You can turn it off, but they ask you your permission when you get the iPhone. Like that's what, remember in the last episode, that's why I said sometimes you have to read those little fine prints before you just start agreeing to shit.
And that's where I fucked up because I wasn't reading all that.
Because it literally says, can you, because even with like the laptop, it literally asks, can we monitor the apps you use and everything that you're doing? So that way in their heads, it's just like, so we can make the product better for you. But in actuality, creepy. They're just working with businesses to get stats on how many people are watching the ad, how many people are looking at the ad, how many
so
people
fucking creepy,
it's part of the algorithm,
man.
That's basically what it is. Everything they do nowadays is part of an algorithm.
And it's fucked up because I woke up one morning and I was on my way to work, and then I was like, all right, let me just go on fucking Facebook. And then it was like, hey, El Haj, Facebook's put together some memories for you. Motherfuckers pulled shit up from like 12 years ago that I totally forgot about. And he's like, remember all your friends? Like, no, I left these niggas back there like for a reason. I don't want to see these people. Who gave you the right to look up all this information about my past life? And I'm like, this shit is getting out of control, man.
Yeah, but it's just like, that's how they make their money. They got to make their money somehow. Just like, with, damn, I just, brain fart. Sorry, guys. But no, even just like with Twitter, like they do the same thing. Like everything that basically any social media app that has a paid ad, their ads are connected to your web searches. So it's connected to Google or it's connected to Safari or
I would say Bing, but I don't know if people use Bing.
Or Yahoo.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they're still
like,
really a company.
All the good shit that was good for us, like everybody had a Yahoo email. Other people don't use those; they just use Google. Like I feel like
died in time. It's crazy because Yahoo, and what was the other one? You just literally just said AOL and everything. They were like the first ones to really do this shit. Like when we were kids, Google just came out. Yeah. Like Google was not a big search engine. You had to like find Google and have that shit installed on to your computer, whatever. If you have the big ass desktop. Other than that, you'll get AOL. You'll get your Yahoo. Look at this shit now. It does everything, man. Mm-hmm. I could talk to people on chat. This is crazy. You couldn't do this shit back in Google back in 2000 motherfucking one.
No, remember remember TVs too? TVs with the butt.
Oh,
if your TV did not have a fat ass, you ain't have a TV.
Big ass boxing bag, man. Right?
Look, Jamal over there, Sharkman over there, shaking his
head.
Yeah,
he's like, "What are you guys talking about? TVs come flat."
No, he
screen.
did have one.
He had one. You got one? Do you remember it?
I think it's yeah, because that's when nowadays if you see somebody with a TV with a butt, you looking at them like, damn nigga, what happened?
I go, damn bro, super retro. How'd you get that?
Not even super retro. You just look like, are you okay? Like you just asked him like, is everything okay? Are your bills paid?
You need some money? I got a flat screen.
Like that's how you flat screen. Like it got to the point now where if I see some, like when I go to my mom's house sometimes and I look at her TV or I look at my sister's TV and it's like smaller than my TV in the living room, I'm just like, what's wrong with you people?
You need some money?
Like you don't keep like right? I'll be like, do you need help finding a bigger TV? Because in my head, and this is just for me personally, I feel like the TV in the living room should be the biggest TV in any room in the house. Your TV in your bedroom should not be bigger than the TV in the living room, because that's where you host your guests. So if I come to your house and you have a little TV sitting in your living room, I get mad. I get upset. Why do you have a 32 in your living room, but you got a 55 in your bedroom? You don't even be in your bedroom.
Because they don't want neighbors. They don't want people coming over.
But I'm saying, you don't watch TV when you go into bed. You sit in the living room till you get sleepy. Then you go in your bedroom and you probably turn the TV on for a light. You don't use it. Put the big ass TV in your fucking living room. Like I can't sit it. Or your man cave. Someplace. But no. Do not have a 32 in your living room. If I see a 32 in your living room, I'm leaving. I'm not staying. I'm going home. I'm going home to my big TV in my living room.
Way to make everybody who has a 32-inch TV feel bad.
But here's the thing. It makes sense if you have a 24 in your bedroom. Then I'm okay with it. If you got a 24-inch in your bedroom, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. I get it. It makes sense. The dimensions add up. It's okay. But if I go upstairs and I see that your TV in your bedroom is big as hell, and your TV, unless most people hang out in your bedroom. If most people hang out in your bedroom, you're a creep. But I get it. You know,
I have no words to help.
No, because it's weird. Like, why are we going all the way upstairs to your bedroom? We can just hang out.
Hey guys, you want to come over? It's like, yeah, we're gonna hang out in the living room. No, we're gonna
go in my
hang
bedroom.
Upstairs in my bedroom.
See how creepy? See how creepy that is?
Hang up, baby. I got Xbox there too.
I got the big TV in my bedroom.
Salt and vinegar chips, they're really good.
Like, you see how creepy that sounds? Like, it's creepy. Like, it's like, okay, well, I mean, but you know, even if you can't afford it, you know, so I get it. Some people can't afford it, but in my opinion, it's just
Facebook Marketplace. Again, technology has helped you all in a long way.
But my thing is, TVs aren't that expensive nowadays. Like, if you don't have to get the most extravagant TV with Alexa, Google, all that extra shit. Even if you just get like a regular old Vizio TV. It's Vizio, right?
Yeah, it's Vizio.
Okay. Then you can get that for cheap. The TV in my living room is, I think this one is a 60, 50, 60, 65.
All right, motherfucker, you gonna get your shit robbed. You better calm down. It's a podcast. People crazy.
Try me if you want to. Make my day. Make my day, niggas. Come on.
But also on the subject of TV, it's crazy because, like, back then, if your TV broke down, you got to call the TV repairman, right? It's no, I don't
you call
see
the TV repairman. I just didn't have a TV. I'm not going
for real.
Nigga, did you not hear me last episode?
We got the TV repairman.
Did you not hear me?
I call the TV repairman. This is when Geek Squad just got started. People don't know. It's early squads.
That nigga would say, "Nah, damn, you just ain't got a TV," or you would have to take the TV. Well, I don't know about you. Or you'd have to take the TV that was just sitting around somewhere and try to get that one to work. So you had to try to slap that bitch.
Yeah, but it gets to a certain point where the shit doesn't come on. But my point is, nowadays, if your TV breaks down, you don't fucking call the TV repairman. You just buy a new TV because it's not a big thing anymore. And you can get, like you said, you can get them shits for cheap. I'm looking at your damn TCL right now. That's the same size I got in my goddamn room. So I know where I'm going to go if my shit breaks down, by the way. But still, you don't have to call these fucking people. You cut out the regular jobs. TV repairman was an actual thing. People made money off of this shit. But because technology has grown so far, you don't need these people no more.
No, not even. But some people do, like, because I know because I have two TVs, but the other one's broken, so I'm gonna get this one fixed. But then it's just like with the newer TVs and everything, like, technology makes you have to buy it. Like, so I have to get another TV because of the system I have, it's not compatible with the new TV. So to get to actually use,
what system is it?
Don't worry about it.
What system are you talking about?
Make my days, nigga. Count your days and count your blessings. Come in this house if you want to. But yeah, no. So I need a new TV because it's not compatible with the system. So you have to. So it makes you have to upgrade. Same thing with like iPhones and everything. They make it so you have to get these things. So like with iPhones, everybody knows once the new iPhone comes out, any model that's 2 years younger, 2 years, yeah, 2 years younger than that, right? 2 years older, 2 years younger.
2 years old. It's the same thing.
Same difference.
Same difference.
But any phone that came out 2 years prior to that, it was just like, it stops working. Like, it starts slowing down. So you have to get that new one. So it's like you can't text as fast. It starts freezing. You got to keep restarting your phone. Like, if I see anybody with an iPhone 5 now, I'm looking at them and I'm asking them, "Are you okay? Are your bills paid? Is everything okay?"
You think that's bad? You should see my mom. My mom has an iPhone 4 still in her goddamn drawer.
I mean, keeping the phone isn't that bad.
Why the fuck need to keep the phone? There's no way you're gonna activate this shit and use it.
But I'm saying, if she was walking around using an iPhone 4,
oh no.
Cause then it just looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like you being that one friend. Everybody got an iPhone and you gotta be the nigga with the Android. Like, come on, look at me, people. Look at me. You gotta be the nigga with the Android. Like, come on now. Let's really talk about the Android person. Like, if everybody in your family has Androids, that's fine. But if you know your whole family got iPhones and you still that motherfucker with the Android.
Mom, Isaiah talking about you, so kick his ass.
Oh, your mom still has an Android?
Yeah.
The people with the Android.
No shit's given.
Like, I love your mom, but I hate those people because it's like we all got, like, think about it. You got an iPhone. Your dad got an iPhone. I mean,
He got an iPhone. He got an iPhone. Yeah.
brother, you got an iPhone?
No. But he off the grid.
I was
off
about
the
to
grid.
say he's a
off the
different
grid.
case. That
Yeah,
nigga
he
don't
off the
really
grid.
believe in cell phones. He don't believe in technology. Like,
He's super off the grid.
but think about it. Like, if y'all had a group chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would get her, like, you can't send certain things because she wouldn't be able to see it.
Because the won't show up.
Like, if your dad is texting her, he sends her emojis, she can barely see the emojis.
It's just a bunch of like squiggly.
It's just a box. That's literally what shows up. It's just a box.
Fill it in.
Empty box.
Fill it in, whatever emotion
Like,
you want to put
it
here,
says,
lady.
it's like smiley face, laughy face, box. Because they can't see it. It's just like, oh my God. You're too old to have this shit.
She just refuses to.
Because that's like, no, but it's not even that. Because it's like with my family, like me, my brother are the only ones that actually have iPhones. Everybody else has Androids. So it's like when Jesse, because my mother started a group chat. I hate group chats, by the way. We'll talk about that even further in the technology episode. So they have a family group chat. So like, you know how like you can like an image on the phone. So because Jesse likes images because they put like little gifs, give a fuck what you call it, goof. the picture that move.
I like gifts. Gifts are fun.
But no, seriously, he likes it. So instead of it just, the notification popping up, it literally says on the bottom of my screen, because they have Android phones, Jesse loved an image. Jesse loved an image. Jesse loved an image. But they can't see which image it is. I can't see which image he loved. It's just like, stop. I mean, I didn't tell him one word. Stop loving the images. They can't see that you're doing it. It just says it. They don't know which image you love. You probably didn't like mommy's message. And you love Keisha's message. But mommy feels like you loved her message because it was the first one that popped up. But you really didn't like that one. Like, it's just like, can y'all please just...
If you guys ain't hearing this, here are his thoughts.
Listen,
Get him.
please. Y'all know I love y'all. I tell y'all this every day. Please, I had the mic backwards. That's what's flipped I am. Can y'all please upgrade? We all need iPhones. We need to be Apple gang. And then it's just like, my mom has like one of the oldest Androids. It's okay, mom. I still love you, but, like they don't even make that shit no more.
She don't need it. She don't be on the phone like that. She needs it.
Does. They do. That's the whole point. That's why I'll be like, I know you probably don't want it, but you need it. Because then it's like, I don't really like texting that much. I don't text that much. I'd rather call. But then it's like, I don't call because I have an iPhone. I FaceTime.
That's true. That's
like,
true.
once you get an iPhone, you literally stop calling people. You basically just FaceTime because now it's just like, now we can video chat. Now I can see if you trying to bullshit me, motherfucker. But
why your shit got to be so fucking... Oh, there's gonna be some secret agenda. Also, I can't call your phone for some odd reason.
no, you can now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to fix that.
Because usually when I call them, like, that shit doesn't work. So then I have to fucking FaceTime.
Yeah. Yeah. But, so like, I like FaceTiming. I can't FaceTime them, so I have to call them. Because I told her, I was like, hey, you probably got an iPhone. I'd probably call you a little bit more. I just don't like calling people. I'd rather FaceTime. Like, sorry. She'd be like, you don't reply to my text. I don't reply to anybody's text. I don't even reply to the group chat at work. I don't like texting. Like, if y'all FaceTime me, I probably would answer, but don't FaceTime me too much because then I'll block you.
I just want things to go back to the old days. You know? Before all that, before all this crazy technology.
Because I'm not going to hold you. I was big on the Androids. I was a big Android person. But I told you, nigga, once I switched to iPhones and FaceTime, and then I discovered that, man, you see boobies on FaceTime, I was like, it's over.
Okay, not going to dive too much into that one right there.
But, nigga, you know damn well, once you started getting an iPhone, and you started doing certain shit with the iPhone, it was just like, you know what? Fuck an Android. Fuck an Android. Don't lie.
I use my iPhone to talk to my friends, to talk to my family.
Okay, so he can sit here and try to sugarcoat shit. I don't give a fuck.
You trying to get my ass set up, motherfucker.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm a grown ass man. Ain't no shame in my game, my nigga. If I'm FaceTiming and you show me your tits, you show me your tits. I don't care. Show me ass and titties. Listen, Instagram, they got people on radio, they were showing ass and titties to Boozy. I was getting ass and titties on FaceTime too. Let's not act like it was a thing.
Head. Come on, man.
If you like ass and titties,
Stop. Fucking stop, bro.
switch to iPhone.
If this doesn't convert you, I don't know what will.
But we'll be right back right after this. Well, hello.
Hello.
This is where our ad would go. But in the meantime, I have a bone to pick with you people.
Oh, you all did it to yourselves.
So let's talk about it, right? So our first YouTube episode actually came out this week. No, it came out a little late, but it actually came out, you know. We advertised it. We put it up there. You know, we did our things. Yet a lot of you thought to watch this without liking and subscribing. Wanna know how I know? Because I looked at the views. We have 25 views, 14 subscriptions.
Wait, hold up. You telling me out of 25 people who viewed this, 14 have liked and subscribed?
No, we got 6 likes.
How many subscribed?
14, 15. I don't know. You can check it right now.
Guys, I'm sorry that he's yelling at you right now because I don't see a problem with this.
What?
It's the first video and 14 people subscribed.
No. We had
16 people subscribed?
How many views?
91.
Well, no, that's different. That's different.
For that, are you serious? 91? Let me see.
Total. Out of all the videos.
No, nigga. Not all the videos. Just the one. It's 26.
That's not bad.
No. But here's the thing. We already had 11. That means only 3 more people subscribed after watching it.
Look, this is supposed to be a short commercial break right now.
It is. It's very short. We only had a minute. I got time to go for you. Listen, let's just do the math here, right?
Oh my god.
We just gonna do some math here, right? If you sell me something, right, but if it's 75 cents, I'm not going to shortchange you and give you only 25 cents and be like, man, listen, I'll come back and give you the other 50 cents later. No, you're gonna want the whole 75 in the moment. So in the moment when you're watching this and you laugh or you giggle and you're like, oh man, these guys are funny. Just think about this. We are people too. We have feelings. Hurts my feelings.
Well, Zaya, maybe the people who watched it and didn't like and subscribe to it didn't think that we are funny yet. But check this out. It's only the first video. We got plenty more to come. Let's grow and then win them over. That way when we do blow up, they be like, yo, damn. I remember the first video I saw those guys. Those guys is trash. And now they going to jump on the bandwagon.
Okay, yeah, he can say all that bullshit. Listen to me, man.
This nigga.
If you are watching the video and you laugh, we make you laugh. Even if you snicker, that just means that our content is going to get better with time. So in that time, you want to be subscribed and have notifications on. Why? Because if you do, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Just hear me out. Listen to me. If you do, then you get notified when our videos come out, and then you can keep up with us to make sure we get better. And then you can comment. If we suck, listen, comment we suck. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm probably just be like, you suck too. But listen, I agree with you. To you, we probably suck. Just know that's just how I'm gonna respond, because you know, tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? But I like the feedback. I like the give and take. You know what I'm saying? So just do that. Do me that favor. And for the people that's still listening, you know, you can still download us a little bit more. You can share us. I really feel like you guys, you know, y'all don't love us. You know, put it this way, right? Mother's Day coming up. If you love your mom, like you say you do, you should share us. If you don't love your mom. You don't love your mom.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in and actually listening to us. We're going to go back to the actual show before he blows a fucking fuse.
I'm not going to blow a fuse. They just don't love their mom. And
cut.
And we are back.
If you get on that phone one more time.
I'm sorry. That ain't even my phone, by the way. That's his.
I know, right? How much shit get way over there?
But yes, technology, man. The evolution has grown to limits beyond our comprehension. Like that shit's even in cars, bro.
Yep. And here's how I feel about that. We need to stop. we some things of the cars are really useful, like the rear view cameras. Those things are amazing, by the way. Have you ever used one of those things before?
Yeah,
they're fucking fantastic. They're really
they fuck
practical.
me. I'm not gonna lie, they fuck me up. I can't get with that. That's the only thing I can't get with is the rear view camera.
That is the only safety feature thing on cars that I actually like.
I don't like it. I use my mirrors to park and pull out. I can't use that.
I used to too, and then I got the rear view camera. I just be like, oh, wait a minute.
But the thing about it is, it only looks at the bottom. You can't see like to the side. Like,
well, you still have to use your mirrors.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's just like too much because now I gotta. It's too much head movement.
Nah, man, that line because I be driving
Listen,
the truck
my head
at the
too
job.
big. There's too much weight to be spinning around like that, bro.
It ain't your damn head that's too big. It's your whole body. It's a whole lot of weight to swivel.
Any other motherfucker gets slapped for saying that shit.
It's only me that can get away with this shit. But yeah, these cars is just coming with too much technology, and it's a problem in itself because again, technology fails. That's why I don't trust the Tesla. The whole thing is built running on a fucking tablet. For real, it's a giant tablet screen in the middle of the fucking car.
You start the car?
Huh?
You know how you start the car?
No, how the fuck it started?
With like a credit card.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
Hell
like a
no.
card.
Hell no.
Honestly, I would buy one. I wouldn't get in it though. Like I would literally just use it just to probably like just show off that I have one. Probably go like up and down the driveway, but I wouldn't. I don't feel safe on the road.
Look, Elon Musk, I fucks with you because you're doing some really big, great things out here. You a legend. You a true legend. Fuck your cars. I don't trust them things. I don't trust them shit.
He said that.
I'm sorry, man. I have seen too many things happen, bro. The whole thing is built in electronics. What happens if you run through a puddle and then the tablet shut down and then your brakes don't work?
I don't. I
haven't seen no rotors on the Tesla. I'm just saying. I haven't seen no brake rotors on the Tesla. And trust me, I look. Unless it's the rims that's blocking it, I haven't seen no rotors on the Tesla.
Well, have you been under the hood?
Motherfucking... I'm going to go under the hood. Somebody drives the Tesla that comes to my job every single day. I'm going to test out his car. Because from the way it's looking, it looks like the whole thing is running on batteries. And them shits is sketchy to me.
I mean, like I said, I personally don't believe in the car that drives itself because, you know, what
that
happens,
shit's scary.
What happens if the car gets smart, you know, and then the car doesn't like me? Like, you know, I spilled some fries on the seat and then this motherfucker was like, you must die. And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, there was an episode of that on Silicon Valley, and he got in the fucking car that drives itself, and the shit drove him to a loading dock. And then he got loaded onto a ship and transported to an island.
but you see what I'm saying? Like, that's some creepy shit. So I wouldn't want a car like that. Like, I have no problem with technology in cars because, you know, some of it is beneficial. Just that rear view mirror, I hate that shit. But like radios, speakers, all that shit.
They're worthless.
You know, TVs in cars, that's fine. Tablets, you know, Wi-Fi in the cars makes sense. All that makes sense. But the fact that the only thing keeping my car going is a charge. It's like one of the funniest things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, your battery dies in the car, but then it's like you can jumpstart that battery.
Mm-hmm.
If your battery dies in a Tesla, what do you do?
I gotta reprogram the whole CPU. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Like, it's not like you can plug it up to your car to charge it because, you know.
And see, look, I'm talking about full electronic. We're talking like the hybrids, whatever. I got no problem with those. Like the Toyota RAV4s, they're hybrids. It's like an electric motor and a gas motor. Those things are perfect. I love those things. I have no problem with those things because it also runs on gas. You run out of gas, guess what? There's a gas station nearby somewhere. You run out of fucking juice on a Tesla. Where you gonna get your juice fix from, motherfucker?
And not many, and it's not that many places to have them either.
No, there's really fucking not. What happens if you roll in a Tesla thinking you the shit and you run out of juice in Camden? Ain't no charging ports in Camden. Ain't no charging ports in Camden, New Jersey, nigga. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
You're
no.
fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah, no. Listen. I agree with you. I'm not. I'm not to the point now where I'm like really old school, where I just want engine wheels like this guy.
I'm super old school. Every single car needs to have a dope engine, 3 pedals. Yes, motherfuckers. It must be a manual, not that automatic bullshit, and minimum technology, except for the rear view camera, because those shits are dope.
But you also want a Bluetooth radio.
Well, if you're talking about electronics for like entertainment, that's not a problem. I'm talking about like
But that's technology in itself.
Well, that's basic tech. That's like the next evolution of technology. Because
But
technically
it's not
speaking,
basic.
radios.
It's not basic to you because if I put an older person in the car, that's new stuff to them. It's only basic to you. 'Cause you grew up
Bluetooth?
with it. Yeah.
Slightly, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to be like, oh my god.
Like my grandmother does not know how to use Bluetooth.
Your grandma doesn't drive.
My grandmother does drive.
I have never seen grandma drive.
Because she only drives to 2 places. She goes to the corner store and play a picket, and she comes back.
I've never seen that lady drive.
Or she'll go to Walgreens.
I haven't seen her
Go
touch
home.
the car door yet.
The red Saturn is hers.
Never seen her touch the car door.
She's driven her car before.
Your aunt drove that shit.
No.
Never seen grandma go near that shit.
Yeah, no, she drives her car. She just doesn't drive. Like, she won't drive on the highway and she won't drive long distance. Like I said, my grandmother did not know how to use Bluetooth. So it's like, even with like an older generation, to them, that's new stuff. To us, that's common stuff because we're used to it. We
Yeah,
grew
but
up
I just
with
think it's like minor things. Like,
because
like
if you get,
Bluetooth-
because like I said, my mom didn't know how to hook up her Bluetooth radio when she got her new car. So it's just like, if you're not used to having it in a car, it's new to you.
Yeah, it may be you to you, but I'm just saying like this. On a scale of like, okay, well, this is a Bluetooth radio. They don't know how to work it, but they can learn. It's like getting a new fucking phone. You can learn how to use the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But compare that to, you know, say like the braking system of some of these cars. Like if a car feels that, oh my God, you're going to crash, let me hit the brakes. That shit can fuck you up. Because I know if I'm driving whatever like that and I see like a box in the road, it's a little tiny box. You can run the box over. It's not a big problem. But if your car think, no, you're going to crash, and then it slams on the brake and you don't expect it, and then you turn, now you go to a fucking full skid or whatever, you can get yourself dead. All because the car wants to think on its own. That's not your job, car. You don't do shit. I control you.
Well, no, I feel as though when it comes to stuff like that, it's more in depth. It's not as simple as you make it. I don't believe if the car is a self-braking car that it just self-brakes and then it allows you to turn the wheel. No, I believe that it'll probably take control of the whole wheel. To where
Does that not sound scary to you?
I mean, yeah.
If the car thinks you're about to crash, I'm going to take control of this whole entire car. Don't worry, person in this car. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to be the one driving this shit.
Why you put your leg up on the random conversation? I see why you put your leg up on the coffee table sometimes. Because, you know, sometimes the leg just gets a little tight. You just want to kick it up real fast.
Yeah, but you won't let me.
It's my coffee table, bitch.
You just won't let me.
But yeah, no, I like I said, I feel like you just thinking like very simplistically about it though.
I
Like,
am not gonna lie.
because
I
it's
am
just
a
like
guy.
you hear one thing, you just like no. Because what if you do this? Like I don't believe the people making the cars are just like, yeah, well we'll just stop the brake and then just let them control the wheel. No, I believe it's like more to it. Like we just discovered this like not even just a few minutes ago that apparently if you step on the brake of a Tesla, it charges your car. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know where the charge is.
I'm
going
to do a little bit more research into it because as a car guy, I feel like I need to. But just that alone, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That sounds
car?
weird though.
It does. It sounds really crazy. On one hand, I'm like, yo, this is fucking genius, in a way. But on the other hand, I'm too much of a car purist, dude. Like I said before. Actually, I didn't say that shit yet because we got stopped for other shit. But anyway, I'm the guy who believes a car should have 3 pedals, manual transmission, an engine, and 4 tires. That is it. Everything else is you don't really fucking need. But we're just moving to that world where technology is becoming so advanced where cars now are driving themselves. I mean, and it's good in a way because to save the planet. But
I mean, but in my opinion, you could probably have the electric car and still let the people drive it. I mean, in my head, but you can still drive a Tesla if you wanted to. It's just like people who get a Tesla, like you're not spending that much money to drive your own car. Like that's in my opinion. If I'm gonna pay as much money as a self-driving Tesla costs, I'm not driving that motherfucker. I'm gonna use that feature. Just like it's like me with Jordans. If I spend the money on Jordans, I'm gonna wear those motherfuckers. I'm not reselling them. I'm gonna wear those motherfuckers.
if you're gonna spend all of this money on a car that drives itself because you don't want to drive, nigga, take the bus.
but you don't want to take
Public
the
transportation.
But you don't want to take the bus.
It's
'cause too many
public
people.
transportation.
But you don't want to take the bus because too many people. Like so,
I don't, because I'm gonna drive the fucking car. But
But if you don't want to drive, but if you don't feel like driving, because there are a lot of people that don't like driving but don't want to take public transportation.
What?
So it's the common ground for them. Like I
it's
said,
dumb. It doesn't make sense.
like I said, for somebody like you who thinks very simplistically, it's okay. It's not okay. But to somebody who like really has to think about things, like I don't like public transportation, I don't like driving, I'm gonna get a self-driving car to eliminate both.
To all the people out there who can't wait for these self-driving cars, hear me out. When you driving in the back seat of your self-driving car and your shit run out of battery juice and you're parked on the side of the road, oh, I'm gonna come zooming in my gas-powered car, and I'm gonna stop,
Well,
and I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna go, hey man, you need a jump? Guess what? I can't, because you ain't got the right fucking battery to jumpstart your car.
Well, apparently
Fuck
all
your
they gotta
car.
do is step on the brake.
So they say, yeah. So they say.
So while you zooming, they about to start catching up with you.
Till the fucking tablet says, I don't want to do this shit no more, and it malfunctions. There's a fucking tablet in the middle of the damn dashboard.
But then they can drive it themselves. I said it's even though it's self-driving, you can still drive it.
You can trust it if you want to, man. I'm just saying. Look, I got nothing against electric cars. We're moving towards that world, and I will buy an electric
He just
car
sound like one of
one
those
day.
people, it's the government, man.
Man.
I don't want to do that. All this
You can't trust it,
technology,
man.
can't
It's all a hoax, man.
Like no, like okay, I see where you kind of go with this because if cars fly, that's you can miss me with that.
Honestly, I was just reading like a small article about it. They're saying flying cars is not that far-fetched anymore.
They can miss me with that.
Again, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's a whole entire flying car system going on. They're called airplanes. It's been going on for quite some time now. What happens if your car can fly by itself? You don't need airplanes. You don't need airports. You don't need people working at the goddamn airports. That's lost jobs. Where are they gonna work now?
Because they're probably gonna have more like fuel places for the people to.
Where the hell am I gonna refuel in the air?
They probably built those.
Oh my god, this is crazy. This is
But
crazy.
that's what I said.
I hope I'm not alive for this. Kill me off before we get here. I will kill myself if I need to, but I cannot be around for that world. That's just.
But
trippy.
you know what's crazy?
Trippy.
I'm with you on that one. The cars fly, I'm on the ground. I'm
Trippy.
not doing this shit.
That shit look
This
crazy
is
in
that
Grand
shit.
Theft Auto. You just drive and you're like, I don't want to drive no more on the road. You hit the button and the shit takes off. Can you imagine the accidents in that fucking? You ain't got no street lights. There's no street lights. No stop sign. It's chaos.
But no, once again, you're thinking too simple.
How
And
could you not?
because at that time they're going to work on things to prevent that. Once the flying cars come out, it's not going to be like hella people with flying cars. It's still going to be a limited quantity of people with flying cars. So then once that's done and over with, once it's able to be afforded by everybody, then they'll start making traffic lights in the sky, stop signs.
It's
in the sky.
worthless. Are you telling me the whole point of being able to fly in the air is freedom? That's why people like to become pilots. It's freedom up there. If you give me traffic lights and stop sign, the shit I've been doing down here, I got to do back up there. I might as well stay on the
But
fucking
that's
ground.
why it's going to be limited to certain people. It's not going to be affordable for everybody to have a car that flies.
It is limited to certain people now. They're called pilots. My point exactly. You don't need cars that fly in the air. You don't need this dumb shit. We don't need it. Technology is moving too fast. They just want to make people lazier and lazier and lazier. Like, okay. Take you put the whole fucking shield thingy, whatever, eyeglasses on, whatever like that, and it immerses you into the world. I know this for a fact because my dad got the Oculus Quest 2. It's just dope, by the way. But that's not the point. The point is you're like, it seems so freaking real. It's like you're really inside of this little house. It's like you're really playing as a soldier dude. It's like the nerves in your brain or whatever like that registers this shit is real. That way, if you're on a roller coaster and you go down, you get that sensation. Even though if you're sitting on your couch, you still feel like, oh my God, I'm really there. Now you take that, all right? There's this movie where Bruce Willis, it was called Surrogates. Have you ever seen it?
I believe so. I probably seen it like a while ago though.
All right, so for you guys who never seen Surrogates, Surrogates is pretty much this movie about it's in a futuristic world and humans no longer go outside. They literally stay in their homes in these little tomb thingies like that, but they have these robots. They're called surrogates. They live their entire lives through them. You don't have to leave the house. You don't have to eat. You don't have to do nothing like that. You send your surrogate out, and then it will do everything for you. Now, we're already at virtual reality. Cars is about to drive themselves. Think about it. It doesn't seem that far-fetched. In the next 50, 60 years, can you actually see people...
Well, flying cars are coming. I don't believe that that's like 50 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd say like 25. Because if you already have the virtual reality, it doesn't seem that far-fetched that you can add that technology into... Because they're already working on robots, too. So it's like...
Okay, look, now we're going to... Artificial intelligence and everything. But the whole thing is...
I mean, they already have AI.
Well, yeah, but the whole thing is living in a world where you no longer have to do anything, because that's where technology is taking you. It's pushing back the lines of human activity. You don't need to drive your own car anymore. You can just sit there and it does everything for you. It's becoming lazier and lazier. It's going to get to the point where you don't have to leave your house. You can just live in this little coffin, and then your surrogate will do everything for you. If you get shot, you really won't die. Why? Because your surrogate, it got shot. You can get a new fucking robot. I guess that would be a plus side to crime and everything like that. Now that I'm thinking about it, that part will be a plus side for crime. But other than that, you're not even human anymore. There's no humanity. It's all robots. It's all machines.
I guess the reason behind all that is you have to look at the way society has been moving. It's like society hasn't been moving for like the best, you know, even with interactions with each other. It's not really like the best interactions. Like, because everything is so socially conscious, it makes things even more difficult, because now if I'm having a conversation, I can't say certain words, certain pronouns, everything. Like, it's a double-edged sword, because when you're talking about it, yeah, it seems that it seems like you're taking away human interaction, but then when you think about it, human interaction is killing itself. Because if you actually think about it, technology, even though technology, in my opinion, has kind of made it worse because it dictates everything, especially social media is part of technology, so it kind of coincides with one another. But it also has benefited us because it's, for some people, it's given them confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like trolls, it's giving them confidence, even though they won't say anything in real life. But it's giving people like a voice. Like, we wouldn't have this podcast without technology. Like, that's why I say sometimes it can be a double-edged sword. They're good and bad that come with technology. But from what you're saying is but you have to look at it like this: who builds the technology? That was a question.
Oh, well, you're geniuses. You're Silicon Valley people. You're people like Elon Musk. But I'm just saying.
No, let me finish.
Okay.
Humans build that technology, but at the end of the day, the humans that build it are doing it with a reason behind it. So, if the reason behind me having these surrogates, that person who made it probably thought that I'm building this to supply the demand for eliminating, crime. Now, the people themselves started using it for other things beside that and got lazy. It's not the technology, it's the person using it, because like they say, guns don't shoot people. People shoot people. So it's not the technology. The people making the technology aren't making it for that, for those type of uses. They just make it to eliminate one problem. It's the person behind it that ends up causing all this different stuff. Like when Elon Musk designed that car, he designed that car for people who don't like driving, or he probably designed it for people who literally cannot drive a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, for paraplegics, you cannot drive a car. You cannot physically, drive a car. So I'm going to allow you to have a car, even though, you can't afford it. So that's a little different. Might want to think about that too, Elon Musk. But
if you're a paraplegic and you can't physically drive a car, we have people dedicated to do that for you. If these cars drive themselves, you're getting rid of these professions.
Okay, but you also have to look at it like this. There are some people who want that feeling. Like, we can only speak for ourselves because we're not a paraplegic, but there may be a paraplegic out there who wants to have that experience of actually feeling like he's behind the wheel himself. Even though he's not actually driving the car, he's still behind the wheel of the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a blind person. A blind person may want to see, or a deaf person may want to hear, but yeah, you're right. There are people that can hear for you, but they still want the satisfaction of being able to do that. And because of technology, we can now offer that to those people. May not be the full experience, but even if it's just a slight experience, those people are still getting there. But that's why I'm saying that it's not the people, it's not the technology, it's the people themselves. Now, if that person who wants to hear takes that technology, you know, and then have somebody supercharge that shit to where now this nigga's reading thoughts, it wasn't the person that originally made the technology. It wasn't the technology itself. It's the person behind it that got greedy and wanted to push that beyond the limits of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, but then again, technology just doesn't make itself. There's always somebody behind it who's creating this thing, right? I know if I was a freaking brainiac or whatever like that, and I was supposed to build something, you got to really look at it from all ends. And I think with these super geniuses, sometimes that simplicity is always a hard thing. That's why nobody can ever just be so fucking simple. It's like somebody, it's like you're acting, whatever they say, just sit in a chair. You always feel the need to do something more than just sitting in a chair because your mind doesn't think simple. Nobody thinks simple. I think they kind of miss that simple thing. It's like, yeah, your idea to build this super creative thing to help save the planet from this one thing, but you got to look at it this way. What has, you know, past human experiences taught you? We will do anything we can, especially the people that's up there with all the money and all the riches. They would do anything they can to turn it into something they can benefit from. It's like the Dark Knight Rises movie when he built that nuclear energy plant. That's why he had it destroyed in the flood. He was like, look, we can't trust the people with this. We need to destroy it.
Right.
What the fuck do you think is going to happen if we do build some new, well, we already kind of have like nuclear energy in a way, but what happens if you think we do build something that's like really, really monumental that can save the planet? Somebody's always going to do something to fuck that up. So why even build that to begin with?
Because if you don't, you're stopping progress as for humanity. And what happens is, even if we start thinking that simple, even no matter what you're going to do, human nature, you're always going to want more. That's just human nature. Human nature, you're naturally going to be greedy. Nobody can sit here and say that they're always going, they're satisfied with anything. You're always going to want more. That just comes with being human. So you can't let that stop you, because if you let that stop you, we wouldn't have the things that we have now. If Steve Jobs allowed them to stop at the Macintosh, we would not have the things we have now. He wanted to push beyond the limits because he seen a brighter future ahead. That's why these super geniuses don't just sit here and be like, well, I got to think about the simple things, because if I get stuck on the simple things, then we can't push beyond our means. So that's why I said it's not the person, it's not the technology. The whole time we were talking, it wasn't the technology, it's the people. The people ruin things. People fuck shit up. It's not technology. Technology never fucks shit up. Even in the movies that we watching, they're trying to make technology look like it's the bad guy. No, if you idiots stop going out like iRobot, she wanted to just stop humans from killing each other and just being violent by nature. If humans stopped doing dumb shit, the computer wouldn't sit there and be like, "Wow, you motherfuckers are crazy." Yeah, cause we crazy. That's the point. It's not the technology, it's the people. We design things to help better people, but then we as a people take advantage of it and try to just fuck it up. We fuck shit up. Yeah, that's why I said, like, you know, it's a double-edged sword, because even with everything going on in society now, and we're about to talk about a very serious subject. You know, I always tell you guys when subjects get a little serious. The past situation with the young 16-year-old that was actually shot by the cop. Mm-hmm. Before I go into that, I would just like to say that technology has benefited us in the way of now we can actually use it to show what's actually going on in the world. Like, it's not he said, she said. Now the way technology works is you can actually look deeper into this stuff. Like, if we say we get into an argument through text messages and it becomes physical, and let's just say one of us want to sue each other, we now have screenshots of messages that shows who instigated the fight.
Okay.
Same thing with, you know, somebody cheating or anything. Like, I can track your location to follow what you're doing. If somebody was kidnapped, I can see the exact point of where somebody got taken. You know, those type of things are very helpful. But what sometimes does happen in this scenario, in my opinion, was, and for all those who don't know, there was an incident that happened. Where was it again?
I want to say Ohio, but I don't think it was probably Ohio.
No, I don't know the exact location or where it happened, but there was a young lady who apparently she had called the cops, and the cops, sent a officer out there, or a few officers out there, and when it was two. It's like, I think it was like two. The other one you just couldn't see, but the cop had gotten out of the car. He had rushed to where the incident was, and the young lady had a knife. The 16-year-old girl who called the cops had a knife in her hand, and I guess she was trying to stab the other young lady who I guess she was about to fight. The cop pulled out his gun. I couldn't hear through the video, but a lot of people say he did, try to de-escalate the situation. The girl was not listening, and he proceeded to shoot her 4 times. So, in an incident like this, the cop had a body cam, which is newer technology, so you're able to witness what was going on. And that was the video that was out there for everyone to see, even though I'm trying to figure out how that video got out there, because it looked like they were in a jury, and when you're doing jury duty, you're not allowed to do that.
Man.
But I'm just saying, that's just a different topic for a different... I'm just saying, if whoever did that, you gonna get sued, nigga. Because you are not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to share what you do jury duty in there. But in a situation like that, like, my personal opinion of the matter, and I know it's kind of off topic, but yeah, it's okay. It's a serious topic. We're gonna bring it up anyway. In my opinion, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type situation. Because now, cops aren't trained to kill people. Cops aren't trained to be able to subdue. They are trained to kill. Once a cop draws his gun, he has been trained to take deadly force. If he has to pull his gun out, that is him using deadly force. Keyword in there, deadly. You could die. So, he shot the girl. I'm not saying that that's right. I do not agree that he should have shot the girl 4 times. 1 good time probably would have been enough. But then again, didn't have to shoot her at all. If he'd have shot her in the leg, well, 1 good time, yeah, he could have shot her in the leg, shot her in the arm, but they aren't trained to do stuff like that. So then we need to look into police force training. But my point is, had he not did anything to that girl, who's to say that the other girl who was underneath the knife would have been injured or killed if the cop didn't do anything? Then the culture would have said, and I don't really care how people take this, but it's true. Then the culture would have been, oh, the cop didn't do everything he could to prevent that from happening. Because that's just the type of people that we are. We will sit there and we will condemn this cop because we will say he didn't do everything in his power to prevent that little girl from dying. Now that other girl she probably has parents too. So that girl's parents would have lost a child as well. So in that situation, it's kind of a do or die moment. He had a decision to make. Now, what made me mad was the fact that we're all sitting here and we're getting on this cop when in actuality, yes, the cop was wrong for shooting the girl. Yes, he was. I'm not going to say that enough. But in actuality, what about all the motherfuckers that were standing there in that goddamn video? We're not talking about that. We're talking about everybody standing there. Most of those people had phones in their hands because it looked like they was recording. Because nowadays, that's the big thing. Is everybody wants to sit here and record a fight when it's happening. But once it starts getting too serious and somebody lose their life, now everybody gets scared. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Damn, why'd you do that? No, nigga, you had the phone. You could have prevented that. You could have stopped that. Once again, that's you using technology in the wrong way. Instead of here trying to use it for your own entertainment and your own laughter, you could have tried to stop that. You could have tried to de-escalate that situation before the cops got there. Once y'all found out that girl had called the cops, or y'all seen the cops pulled up, somebody in that moment should have been like, yo, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this. We know how the cops get when they see us. We know how the cops act around black people. It's a white cop in the car. Yo, we all put the phones away. Let's stop this before the cop gets here. And if things start jumping off with the police officer, then pull our phones back out so then we can record it. That's what should have happened. And this is my opinion, but I feel very strongly about that. That's what should have happened. So instead of everybody trying to get on the cop's ass, all those other people, they need to have their asses chewed out as well. And all those other people that was there talking about, oh man, yeah, that cop was wrong. Oh man, yeah, that cop was right. No, y'all motherfuckers should feel guilty your goddamn selves. Because y'all could have done something in that moment. This is my rant, and I'm not done yet.
Go.
Thank you. But yeah, no, this is the type of shit that happens. Like, it gets to the point now where it's just like, everybody wants to pull out their phone because everybody wants to be the person that recorded it. But people don't actually think about the situation at hand. Like in a situation like the Fruitville Station situation, if anybody hasn't seen that movie, it's a good movie, check it out. They couldn't do anything. Those white people they weren't going to do anything to a police officer after it happened, before he shot him. But they recorded the whole situation. That's the only thing that they could do. If the only thing you can do is record, then okay. But sometimes you have to think about it. Okay, well, is there anything else we could have done? But in that situation, there was plenty that could have been done. There was too many people around just watching that shit. Then everybody's like, oh man, you just shot. Okay, why is nobody trying to run to the girl? Like, yes, he just shot her, but it's not like the officer said, freeze, nobody move. Somebody could have rushed to that girl's side. Somebody could have been calling the ambulance. So that way, oh shit, she just got shot. Somebody call the ambulance. All right, let's go put pressure on her wounds. No, everybody's standing there trying to yell at the cop or trying to get at the cop. But nobody in that moment is thinking about, okay, we got to try to save this little girl's life. Because now, okay, we got to record this cop. We got to get his badge. We got to do this. We got to do that. Y'all so quick to jump on a cop's ass that y'all forget about the life that's in the balance right now. Same thing with the whole George Floyd situation. Yes, those people, thank God those people did record the situation. But at some point in time, when y'all seen that man stop breathing, put the fucking phone down and try to help this man. Yes, it could have. It was only 2 cops at that present moment. So yes, one of you guys could have been arrested. But who's to say at some point in time, somebody jumping on, trying to get the cop off, like move, or you getting arrested. If it's a bunch of y'all could have, most likely George Floyd would probably still be alive. Rest in heaven, to this man. But there are situations where we can prevent this stuff. But we be so quick to be like, oh man, this is going on. But we don't take action. At all. But we so quick to be ready to protest. But there's a lot of times where we don't take the action ourselves. And I know I'm speaking about what if, what if this happened, what if that happened. But it's something we need to start thinking about. Don't be so quick to pull out your phone to just record. That's the first instinct is, we got to record it. No, don't just record. Think about the actions you have to take before you even get to that step. If you get pulled over, yes, record it. But also think about the actions you can take to prevent yourself from getting in those harmful situations. And yes, I know as black people, we should definitely, it shouldn't have to be that way, but that's the way it is. So now, because that's the way it is, this is the things we have to do. And I know this is totally off topic. I'm going to say it again. But this situation really started making me think about us as a culture and the things we have to start doing. That's the end of my rant. And we can get back on technology.
I don't think we can.
We can.
Well, I got nothing to contribute to that.
No, that ain't good.
No, I didn't see the video, so
Okay.
I didn't.
All right. That's been another episode of Dodgers at Kids Widget Center right here.
Yeah.
Great episode. No, what you doing? Shark Bait trying to turn the episode off really quickly.
I know.
We not
What the
done.
fuck?
We still got to do the.
Now's my time to rant. Who you think you are, Gen Z, touching the technologies in the phone? There you go. You're so quick to touch the phone. Did you assess the situation? No. You just grab the phone.
But yes, please make sure that you tune in every Monday. That was crazy. The mic turned around the wrong way the whole time.
Fucking idiot.
I mean, it still picked up on everything, but just saying, nobody wanted to tell me you was watching the whole time. Now I see what you're talking about. You was just watching the whole time. You're not gonna say nothing, Shark Bait. You just gonna.
So you assessed the situation, but you didn't address the situation.
Did you see him trying to tell me?
Nope.
I didn't see you trying to tell me.
I ain't seen nothing.
You ain't wave, you ain't skip, lick, whistle, nothing. You just sat there. Well, we about to lose an intern.
I feel bad. We be clapping at him sometimes. Don't worry, he gonna get back at us when we get to that fun episode. Don't worry.
Yeah, but please, yes, make sure you tune in every Monday at 12 o'clock. Our YouTube videos will now be posted the same days as well at the same time. Definitely this week. Yank, you want to tell people the platforms to tune into us at?
Is this like a fucking end of podcast quiz again?
Well, it's now your thing. This is gonna be your thing now. I'm done saying this.
Nah, I just want to fuck it up for a damn reason. Well, you can find us on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and as my man just said, YouTube. You can also find me personally at my website, www.highjolin.com. I forgot there was 3 W's.
And you can follow him on his OnlyFans at half a head. Okay, I'm sorry. He don't have OnlyFans.
I'll let that slide.
You got me with a fat joke earlier.
I got you. I'll let it slide.
Come back at you.
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair play. Fair play.
You can subscribe for measly $29.99. It's very expensive to show you the rest of his half of that head of his. But, just make sure to subscribe. Support black business. And please make sure to like, subscribe, download us, and turn on that notification bell. We'll see you next week. Well, Yank, that's another episode done. Another one down for the books.
And no fish left on the hook?
Yeah. So I guess that's it. We must be done. Not exactly kids. Thought we were finished.